Sonic Trucks says, sorry for late stream, cause it was pizza time.
Okay, so well, yesterday we beat Steeple wall punching. Yeah.
Stockley Great says, hi.
So now we need to do Tower of Stress. And also for some reason they got rid of my freaking Sonic face, so I had to replace it with one that cost 70 Robux. So yeah, I had to replace it with this. And why is my Sonic plushie so big and fat? It's not even on my shoulder properly. Anyway, so Tower of Stress. Are you guys ready to see how far I can get a Tower of Stress? Yeah, let's see. But I'm probably gonna have to like get. Well, I don't think that's how it works with avatars in Roblox, but like, you know what I mean? Yesterday we beat Steeple of wall punching, so freak. What the freak? And this is even harder than Steeple of wall punching, so yeah. I'm okay, chat. I'm fine. And like I've played this tower a lot before. So like I know like how this tower plays because I've gotten to floor 8, I think, on this. Because I got to floor 8 on this, so yeah, I should be decently familiar with how this plays. But I haven't played this tower in a little bit, but I played this tower, so I should at least be a little bit familiar with how it's played. Also, hi. What's up? And I already fell. Because my space bar hates me for some reason.
Elliptics GD says, hi people. Elliptics GD says, sorry that I missed last stream. Sonic Trucks says, did you see my video when I beat Steeple of wall punching? Sonic Trucks says, DW. Elliptics GD says, no, but I'll watch it. Elliptics GD says, RN. Sonic Trucks says, okay. Sonic Trucks says, you can skip to 50 minutes, that's when it gets good.
Someone beat Citadel of laptop splitting with a secret ending. What the flip? I didn't know there was a version of a Citadel of laptops splitting where There's a secret ending. Okay, and I failed on that jump. Okay, let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about the fact that I literally just fell. I played this tower. I should be familiar. Especially because I beat freaking Steeple of Wall Punching, which is in like the higher tiers of difficulty. And it's like 4.57, yeah. It's 4.57 and this is 4.88, so it's definitely a little bit of a step.
Elliptics GD says, W mans bro. Elliptics GD says, GG.
Thank you, bro. And anyway, so but this time
Elliptics GD says, honestly your reaction is kind of valid. Elliptics GD says, LOL.
And I fell again. Okay.
Elliptics GD says, also Sonic plush. Elliptics GD says, in shoulder. Sonic Trucks says, LOL. Sonic Trucks says, they got rid of my face so I replaced it. Elliptics GD says, LOL. Sonic Trucks says, was only 70 bucks. Elliptics GD says, BTW you should make a new profile picture cause your current one is kinda boring, on Twitch. Sonic Trucks says, also BTW there's 3 times where I fell on floor 10, and every time was to the start. Sonic Trucks says, 6 asterisk. Elliptics GD says, on TOS? Sonic Trucks says, I'm dumb. Elliptics GD says, floor 6? Sonic Trucks says, I forgot it's a steeple, not a tower. Elliptics GD says, oh. Sonic Trucks says, LOL. Sonic Trucks says, wait no LOL. Sonic Trucks says, that's kind of funny backslash. Sonic Trucks says, also BTW I didn't fail the Law 7 stud rap.
Did I just helicopter myself off? like, it only works like that when I switch keyboards. Like, to be honest, the keyboard switch is kind of trash. So I'm just gonna keep this keyboard where I can't do head hitters properly. Because the other keyboard where it actually does work is honestly kind of trash. No. Wait, what? Tower of difficulty chart raid? Dude, can you stop telling me that? I'm trying to play my game.
We're gonna be late.
No.
We are.
No.
I promise you.
No.
I promise you. You were gonna be late.
Just let me play my game. What the frick?
What the frick? What the frick?
I'm playing Tower of Stress right now.
My sleep is back. So what is up? Bye. Love you.
Elliptics GD says, have you used TikTok BTW? Sonic Trucks says, nah. Elliptics GD says, oh. Elliptics GD says, wanna at least check it out, cause it cool. Elliptics GD says, in browser. Elliptics GD says,
Nah, not right now, I guess.
Elliptics GD says, K.
I guess for now, no, so. Anyways, I'm probably doing bad because, like, I haven't played this tower in, like, quite a bit, so.
Elliptics GD says, there's a swag route on floor 2.
There's a swag route on floor 2. Okay. I'm just gonna do, like, the right path because like, you know. Also, by the way, if I like hold only D,
Elliptics GD says, but it's for speed runners.
I can kind of like just still do it if I'm like going perfectly straight. If I like only hold D. But that's probably just inconsistent, and it's also probably just stupid. It's probably just stupid. Like, as you can see, I literally just fell. So that's proof that no. So that's proof that I'm not gonna be doing bad.
Elliptics GD says, I'm doing a road to bloodbath in TikTok, for mobile. Sonic Trucks says, for me using alignment keys for wall hoping Loki easy. Elliptics GD says, yeah. Elliptics GD says, wall hopping while using alignment keys is way too easy. Sonic Trucks says, also for me I can barely do 10 stud wraps. Elliptics GD says, Brit. 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 Sonic Trucks says, like just barely, only sometimes then I can't do it for some reason. Elliptics GD says, K. Sonic Trucks says, I'm definitely not bad at raps, but you prob better.
If this was a normal 5-stud wraparound, it would low-key still be free. Because, like, let's be honest, 5-stud wraps aren't like that. Unclimbable stud jump easy version. Also, I never actually realized the wall of the floor are like so white, while the colors of the obstacles are just so light blue. Well, I knew the colors of the obstacles are really light blue, but I always thought the walls were the same color until I actually looked at it. Then it looks like really white. Like it looks like the kind of color. Like it looks like the same color as clay, as the Minecraft clay. You know. It kind of has that kind of color, and it kind of has like that kind of color. Its color literally looks like the clay blocks from Minecraft. I feel like Tower of Stress is like honestly a really, really cool tower. Not gonna lie. Like honestly really like Tower of Stress. But I can't get my full opinions yet because I haven't beaten it. And no, I'm not talking about like the in-game profile stuff. But I'm also talking about like actual like actually whether it's my favorite tower or not. I need to beat a certain tower to give my opinion. That's how it works. You can't give your opinion before you've beaten it. That's not how it works. That's only how it works in Geometry Dash, not in Roblox obbies. Because like some levels that are like completely impossible, it can be like one of your favorite levels, because if they're unbeatable, then it'll be impossible for you to decide. So then you just have to decide without actually beating it. You know?
Elliptics GD says, I wanna beat Bloodbath.
But low key, being a Bloodbath victor is like one of the best moments you'll like ever see in Geometry Dash for like basically everyone. No matter what your hardest is, beating Bloodbath is like it's like probably like amazing for most players, no matter if they've beaten something harder than it. Unless you've beaten like a lift demon before Bloodbath, then it's probably not going to be that big
Elliptics
of a
GD
moment.
says, someone beat Bloodbath as their first level.
Yeah, I know. I have no idea how. But wait, I'm low-key kind of cooking.
Elliptics GD says, GL.
But I'm low-key kind of cooking. Ooh. How did I save it? How did I save that? How did I save that? Oh my god.
Elliptics GD says, tomorrow I'm going back home.
Yeah, so I only have this one day to catch up to your hardest, which is this. I only have this one. I only have one more day to catch up to your hardest, which is today. But like if I don't beat Tower of Stress today, I won't be mad, because I feel like you deserve to be better than me at like basically everything.
Elliptics GD says, so see you at July 28th morning. Elliptics GD says, or at 2:30. Elliptics GD says, which is your stream time?
Which is your stream time? Yeah. How did I not land on a single platform above floor 2? Yeah, but like sometimes I'm just like really
Elliptics GD
late.
says, perfect landing LOL.
Like sometimes I stream like really late because I have like stuff going on at sometimes. Like sometimes I have like stuff going on, so I can't like stream until like 4 p.m. Why did I press one of my alignment keys again? Am I stupid?
Elliptics GD says, imagine 4:30 as your stream time.
Imagine 4:30 as your stream time. That would just be completely cooked. That would just be so cooked.
Elliptics GD says, do you know what 430 means?
Yeah.
Elliptics GD says, King Samalot. N.
Oh.
Elliptics GD says, cause the time was 4:30, the sky was looking blurry, I knew I had to hurry. Sonic Trucks says, POV King Samalot swears, OSH asterisk T. Elliptics GD says, let's go, N asterisk GGA. Sonic Trucks says, Vortrox Chicken Nugget Incident. Elliptics GD says, infamous King Samalot moment. Elliptics GD says, or. Elliptics GD says, and got incident. Sonic Trucks says, yo chicken N asterisk getter appreciate the $2 bro. Sonic Trucks says, LOL. Sonic Trucks says, hi chicken N asterisk getter. Sonic Trucks says, LOL. Elliptics GD says, yo chicken nugget appreciate the $2 bro. Elliptics GD says, that's the real message. Elliptics GD says, the unheard one. Sonic Trucks says, yo Sonic shits appreciate the $2 bro. Elliptics GD says, yo Sonic nugget appreciate the $2 bro. Sonic Trucks says, also I found the mobile ACC. Sonic Trucks says, I am not a nugget. Elliptics GD says, oh. Elliptics GD says, K. Elliptics GD says, LOL. Elliptics GD says, lol. Elliptics GD says, oh. Elliptics GD says, ole. Elliptics GD says, okay. Elliptics GD says, I. Elliptics GD says, L. Elliptics GD says, oh. Elliptics GD says, oh. Elliptics GD says, oh. Elliptics GD says, oh. Sonic Trucks says, and Vortrox I don't sh asterisk T. Elliptics GD says, also tomorrow can you finally stream at 2:30? Sonic Trucks says, yeah. Elliptics GD says, okay. Elliptics GD says, PK. Sonic Trucks says, my caps lock keeps trolling me. Elliptics GD says, pool. Elliptics GD says, off pick. Elliptics GD says, oh.
Oh, frickers. Ooh, frickers, I'm okay though. And also 30 minutes of Tower of Stress today, yay!
Elliptics GD says,
What the frick?
Elliptics GD says, lol.
What? What the frick? Oh my freaking gosh, bro. Okay, easy jumps.
Elliptics GD says, Baood by Chad, see you at 3 in the morning. Elliptics GD says, alla 3 AM. Sonic Trucks says, WTF /. Sonic Trucks says, LOL. Sonic Trucks says, I am a stay awake and stream until 7 AM. Sonic Trucks says, LOL. Elliptics GD says, FR. Sonic Trucks says, no. Elliptics GD says, LOL.
If only I could practice Tower of Stress. But I don't think there's any practice lobbies that actually work.
Elliptics GD says, Triliptics.
And I don't have vertical mobility because that trash costs 3,700 Robux. Like who the frick would want to spend their money just to get that?
Elliptics GD says, anyways BRB.
Okay.
Elliptics GD says, or buy.
What the frick?
Elliptics GD says, cause I dunno if I coming back.
Okay.
Elliptics GD says, BOI. Elliptics GD says, boy.
Bro,
Elliptics GD says, BOI.
is bro trolling or something?
Elliptics GD says, by FR.
What the frick? Ah! who I'll buy, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, time to lock in. Surely I can lock in, right? Never mind, my space bar freaking hates me like always. Ah! Oh, frick. Yay! Oh, yo. Someone be Citadel of laptop splitting in 44 minutes. That's so low for Citadel of laptop splitting. That's so slow for Coles, bro. For Coles, that is... Oh, no, not slow. Fast. That is so fast for Coles. What the frick? For something like Coles, that is really fast. Why am I not locked in? Oh! Okay, look, genuinely, what am I even doing? I need to learn to get better control by holding D. I need to learn how to get better control of my character while holding D. Like, I need to learn how to do, like, things like wraparounds and then, like, going through, like, those kind of things. I need to try to learn that kind of thing for later towers, if you even know what I'm talking about. Okay, it seems like bro wasn't. Okay, so yeah, so the viewer count is now 1, which is technically 0 because, you know. Twitch is just like that sometimes. Easy. I hope I can lock in now. Maybe I'm gonna be able to lock in. I don't know. Oh, frickers. Oh my goodness. Wait, what? What? What happened? That That's not fair, bro. I was literally like hitting. I literally like kept staying on the ladder the entire time, and it didn't grab on the entire time. I was like hugging the ladder kind of. And 40 minutes of Tower of Stress. I wonder when I'm gonna get back to my personal best, floor 8. But I know there's like a certain part of floor 8 that I like fail like a lot. But I can't really remember what part it is because I don't really remember the gameplay of this tower entirely. But I should be decently familiar with it. I'm guessing this is just like a really random pass. Yeah, that route is for pros. Hopefully, when I get back to the ladder section, where I have to grab onto the ladder, it doesn't bonk me and I fall to the very bottom of frickin' Tower of Stress. Because I don't want to fall to the very bottom of frickin' Tower of Stress. And I know this is like a ladder flick route. Wait. So this is a trust flick. Oh no, this is a trust flick. Okay, no, I'm not gonna do a ladder flick head hitter thing. So guys, hang on a second. Oh wait, I need to skip to when I got back to floor 7, I forgot. Okay, floor 5. Okay, floor 6. You know, I'm just gonna keep recording from this point on because, like, you know, who knows if I'm gonna like fall to the bottom or something stupid. If I do fall to the very bottom, which I don't want myself to fall to the bottom. That's obviously the worst case scenario, but if I do, I want to keep it in the video because that's how Ito videos work. I'll need to make sure I'm perfectly safe so that I don't slip. Don't slip. Come on, don't slip. Oh frick. No, why are there sin studs? everything they could have used to bring you back up, they chose sin studs. Well, I guess this is almost challenging. Like, it's not supposed to be easy to recover. Okay, perfect. We got past where I fell earlier. Turn off shift lock for this jump and go sideways on this. Here we go. Here's my waiting spot. Here's my waiting spot. to be kidding me, bro.